Well, we may finally have a competitor to give YouTube a run for its money. A number of you guys sent me an article, of which I'll leave linked in the video description. I want to read it over here in a second. And it's interesting. Yahoo wants to basically become a competitor to YouTube. They want to do what YouTube does and hopefully only better. Learn from YouTube's mistakes. And anyway, let me just read the article. We'll have a little discussion over this because this just might work. Anyway, link for the articles in the video description. Let's give it a read over here real quick. YouTube, currently ranked as the #3 site on the internet, only behind Facebook and Google.com according to Alexa, might be met with some major competition in the next few months. According to Recode, Yahoo CEO Marissa Mayer wants the site to have a much larger video presence, and it's willing to go right after some of YouTube's biggest stars and networks. Sources speaking with Recode claim Mayer is willing to offer, quote, better economics, though the exact plan isn't quite as clear to this point. The immediate goal is to poach YouTube talent with the promise for more money. Video personalities who make a living off of YouTube and apparently are fed up with the site's policies, and YouTube is hoping to try and take advantage of that. Yahoo executives have told video makers and owners that the company can offer them better economics than they're getting on YouTube, either by improving ad revenue or by offering guaranteed ad rates for their videos. Recode report says Yahoo has offered extensive marketing even on its homepage, as well as allowing video producers the ability to sell advertising along with Yahoo sales force. Mayer's approach will be a little different. While YouTube is wild and free, allowing anyone with an account to upload content, it sounds as though Mayer prefers to create a network exclusive to popular video personalities rather than letting anyone and everyone upload content. If successful, Yahoo could potentially open the platform up, but for now, Mayer has her sights set on YouTube's elite. It's unclear which personalities and networks Yahoo has approached. As an incentive, Yahoo will reportedly offer video makers space on its homepage and on its other well-trafficked Yahoo sites. YouTube currently takes a 45% cut of ad revenue, Recode notes, and doesn't offer any guarantees. Yahoo's offering will essentially act as a content creator's tropical utopia, and at the same time punching Google-owned YouTube right in the gut. Mayer previously worked for Google, for what that's worth. If YouTube personalities see that, hey, others are enjoying themselves on Yahoo's platform, there could be some sort of domino effect. Livelihoods are built thanks to the foundation set by YouTube. Techno-Buffalo wouldn't be where it is today without the video sharing service. Its reach is unprecedented, and it has spawned some incredible quality in tech reviewing and elsewhere. Being the #3 website on the internet, it certainly has an overwhelming presence that competitor services will have to go up against, but Yahoo is apparently ready to take on that challenge. So what do you guys think? I mean, this is, if anything, interesting, and it looks like they want to basically buy the talent. They don't necessarily want to create the talent, but they want to buy it. Now they, could bring on eventually new entertainers, for lack of a better term, and create that talent. But do you seriously think this has a chance in working? Now, of course, anything has a chance in working. And I like that they're trying to say, they're trying to win people over with money, because at the end of the day, most people are motivated by money. There is a few things that I would take issue with. The whole thing of guaranteed rates, higher payouts of ad revenue. That's all well and good to see that on paper, but at the end of the day, viewership and the amount of it is what rules the day. You could say, like, okay, YouTube gives you, we'll just say, 7 cents per pre-roll ad. And Yahoo can say, oh, we're going to give you 10 cents per pre-roll ad. Well, that really doesn't mean much of anything if the videos that you're making, say, on YouTube get 1 million views, and the videos that you're making now on Yahoo's website gives you 400,000 views. If you do the math, it's considerably less money that you would be making if the viewership amount doesn't equal what you were getting on YouTube before you came over to Yahoo's video site. Now, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people on the top of YouTube and a lot of these big names and the partnership groups that want to be bought out by Yahoo and thrown over, I'm pretty sure that most of those people would understand that concept. Now, I mean, I heard that Blip TV, and I even made a video about, signed Ray William Johnson. Like what happened with that? Like, stuff like that just fizzled away. I'm sure that he probably saw that his viewership and the amount of revenue would be nowhere near the same as to what it is on YouTube. Now, what I do like is that YouTube's constant irritation with their policy changes is getting noted by the media. Like this article flat out says, people are upset with the policy changes that are constant on this website, the constant changes on YouTube, that a competitor is potentially being sought to be made because of that, if just partly. So that's even good that that's even being addressed, and it serves notice to YouTube that hopefully they'll notice that their policy changes are helping a competitor try and be bred. So I don't see this as being a big success. Now, as to what you determine to be a success for this is really just arbitrary, but let's be realistic. YouTube is so ingrained in the internet community. YouTube is such its own little entity here that you could buy away talent, and you have to wonder how many people would really leave, no matter how loyal the fan base is. How many people do you seriously think would just up and leave? Like, say, Shane Dawson, millions of subscribers. How many of them do you seriously think would just go, oh, I'm just going to completely reroute myself over to Yahoo's site? I don't know. I mean, it's an arbitrary thing to pick this apart, but I just really see so many people staying comfortable with where they're at and not liking change. I mean, that's just what I see in humans and what I think they expect. Everyone's comfortable here. It's like, oh, well, I don't really want to go over there to watch Shane Dawson, and now there's this other guy that's kind of like Shane Dawson on YouTube now, and I'm going to stay here and watch him instead. Anyway, it's interesting. It's nice that someone's trying. It's nice that it's getting out in the public, in the press now, that people are tired with the constant policy changing here on YouTube, to the point that it's one of the key motivators to get a competitor to pop up and take YouTube head on. That alone, if that's all that comes from this, that YouTube takes notes that, all right, maybe we should stop dicking around with all our policies and all our changes, because it's clearly upsetting people, and it's in the press that it's clearly upsetting people. So, I don't know, this is interesting and all, but another thing that's going to just truly win out the day is on YouTube, you know, there's the quote-unquote YouTube dream. Oh, I can do videos like that. I can upload content. I can do game reviews. I can rant. I can dress up and drag like Shane Dawson, etc., etc. I can be that next guy that's a filthy rich millionaire like those guys. Where in this Yahoo site, you can't do that because, as they said, they're not going to let just any of everyone upload content. It may eventually get to that, but the quote-unquote YouTube dream of you can be this person too, because people like a Shane Dawson, a Ray William Johnson, etc., etc., just started off as the lowly guy with no name and presence and worked his way up the food chain. Some got a little bit more force-fed than others, of course, but that's a whole different thing. Anyway, a unique concept, in my honest opinion. I don't think it's going to work. It's nice that Yahoo is trying, at least. And at least it's getting out in the press that people are pissed off with YouTube policy changes. But, I mean, this is something that looks really good on paper, the promising of set rates and a bigger share, and that it's like, you know, it's publicly saying how much that YouTube is really ripping off its content creators. Now, I mean, again, that's another arbitrary thing. It's like, you know, should YouTube have the right to get 45% of the ad revenue that someone like myself or anyone else makes on this website? You know, I'm happy to make the dollars that I do on this website. I wasn't expecting to ever make anything, and you know, is it fair that YouTube keeps almost half of everything that I proverbially help them make? But then again, they're providing the service. Without them, I wouldn't have made a single penny here making, you know, videos here for you guys on the internet. I could have tried to make my own website, but let's be realistic. YouTube is the main reason that I have gotten any money. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to say. What do you guys think? Do you think this is really going to have a chance to succeed, even if they buy major networks? If they buy someone like Machinima, get big name stars, get whoever to go over there? Now, of course, it can't be anyone from Maker Studios because they're going to Disney. But that also brings the question of, now that Disney owns Maker Studios, could they give just exclusive television shows like on the Disney Channel to someone like the Shaytards? You know, that's something to think about. Might be seeing those little twitty twats on national television. Isn't that fantastic? Or ABC, which is a parent company, or excuse me, which is a sub-company of the parent company, Disney. Think about that. ESPN is also owned by Disney. Think about that. Anyway, just something to think about here, and boy, the dynamics of things just keep ever so evolving here, even on YouTube, and hopefully this website is a success. I'm not rooting against it. I just don't think it'll work. But competition breeds a better product. Competition will bring the best out of everyone here, both YouTube and this website for Yahoo. So anyways, good luck, Yahoo. I really do hope you give some stiff competition to YouTube. I think it's unrealistic to think you'll ever be as big as YouTube, but at this point, some stiff competition would be very nice to see. Have a good day, everyone. Bless you, new dog.